Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Today I am in a really cool place that is called Tsuetate Onsen. Tsuetate Onsen is located in Ogunimachi in the Aso district of Kumamoto prefecture. And you might be wondering why I am in this place, and the answer is pretty much behind me. During early April to early May, there is a special carp Koinobori festival that happens here at Tsuetate Onsen, and it is truly a sight to behold. During this time, there are 3,000 fish streamers that are strung above the Tsuetate River. So let's explore Tsuetate Onsen, eat some of the steamed food, maybe go to an onsen, and just take in what a lovely, wonderful atmosphere this little village holds. Let's go! Walking in Tsuetate Onsen, and you can see our first glimpses of the fish flying below. We'll get a closer view as we walk a little bit more, but this is a very old village, and you can see just how peaceful it is. Right over here, you can see some steam coming up from below. This looks like it's probably one of the steam locations, or Mushiba, where you can steam food yourself. So let's go down here and see what this steam is all about. So here we are at a Mushiba, which is a steamer, mushi meaning steam and ba meaning location. So this is where you can come and steam your own food, and it's to take advantage of the very plentiful steam that is in this area. But you can see there are these little wooden buckets and steam is erupting out of it. And over here they have a little message saying how long you should steam your different foods. So for steamed eggs, it's about 15 minutes, for potato, 30 minutes, and so forth. But someone, I think, is steaming some food here, so we'll just take a quick peek. Woo, just burned my hand. But they have a basket of eggs in there. So this is super fun. There's a couple other places around the Tsuetate Onsen that have these little mushiba, but you can find them by looking for the steam that's coming out of the vents. So there are several bridges that cross the river. So let's take a little walk along one of them. And here you can see all of the carp streamers. This is such a beautiful sight, and one that you can't find in many places throughout Japan, and especially since it is very particular to the time of year, it being around Golden Week Festival. These streamers aren't here all the time, but I'm really enjoying seeing them. They look like they're swimming above the water as the wind sweeps into their fabric bodies, and it's just so colorful. And they say that carp is the symbol that's used for children, as they are known to be a strong fish, a fighting fish. So we can enjoy these beautiful fish here above the river. I think I could take pictures and videos of these carp forever, but my stomach is calling, so I am going to go look for some food to eat. There are very, very few restaurants in this area. I would say maybe 2. So I am going to go scope out one of those. But one thing is, during the carp festival time, there are some food stalls so you can get food there. But today it looks like there aren't any around, so I am going to go hop into a restaurant for a meal. And it looks like up ahead we have another one of these mushiba, or mushi steaming locations. And looks like there is a rest spot nearby as well. But here is this steam station. We are down closer to the water now, and it offers a different view of the fish overhead, but still tranquil, and love the sound of the river below. It seems like every nook of this town there is steam coming out of somewhere, and it's coloring the walls white, and this is because of the minerals that are in the water. But we are in a very, very steamy little space right here, and we've got some more eggs for sale. There is a small cafe called Puku that is by the water, and they sell soft serve and also have a few other miscellaneous accessories. So I might check out this cafe a little bit later when I'm craving some soft serve. We are on hunt for some lunch, so hopefully this Komatsu Shokudo, or Komatsu dining restaurant, is open. So I'll follow this narrow road. Wow, look at that. All right, looks like they're open. We're going in. So here we have the menu. They have some soft drinks, and then some noodles like champo, yakitori, and then some of the teishokus, which I think I will get a yakiniku teishoku. They also have dons, which are over rice bowls. So I was able to find lunch at Komatsu, a little lunch and dinner spot. There aren't many places around town like I mentioned, but here the service was super kind, and I got a yaki chompon, which is a stir-fried noodle dish, and I ate it really quickly. I was super hungry, but now I am going to go take some photos of the streamers and then go find an onsen to dip in. So let's go explore more of this little village. Here we are on one of the bridges, and the carp are behind us. It's so cool. You can go walk below them, walk over them, and enjoy them from all different angles when you visit. It looks like we have a little foot bath over here, a free foot bath, as this sign says. So let's check it out. Oh wow, there's also this place that you can step on. These little, what would I call this? Rocks in the ground for pressure points. And then there is a foot bath. You need to take your shoes off before you go here, but you can sit and rest your feet in the bath. And right next to the foot bath, there is this vending machine, probably one like you've never seen before, but it sells eggs and towels, Tsuetate towels. So these are eggs. I think each egg is almost $1, but you can insert the money, take the eggs out, and I feel like this is a refrigerated vending machine. And then over here, there's another one of those steamers. So you can buy your eggs, wait while you soak your feet, and steam them. So I'm going to try this foot bath, so I have to take off the shoes. Safekeeping, and the water is warm but not too hot and feels kind of smooth on the feetsies. So I was able to soak my feet for a little bit. The water is not too hot, pretty warm and smooth feeling. And now I'm going to dry off my feet, which reminds me that you want to bring a towel with you if you come to this area, because there are foot baths like I just went to, as well as other onsen. So if you have a towel, then you can bring it along. Otherwise, you can rent one or buy one, like at the vending machine nearby. We're going to use this to dry off these and then continue on. There's also a great view of the streamers from here. Today it is quite quiet here in the little village, but on certain festival days there will be a lot more people as well as food stalls near the river. So today I'm actually enjoying having a lot less people and having the calmness to myself, but in this area over here is where before I have seen more food stalls selling different fare for people to eat by the river. So most of these carp streamers are, I would guess, about 7, 8 feet tall, but there's this big red one. He's like 3 times taller than everyone else. So I want to take a guess that these are purchased and then donated. So someone spent a lot of money on this big red guy. Right now I am near the end of where the streamers are hung, and this is kind of near the end, and when I turn this around you'll be able to see all of these streamers going up the river. So here we have the 3,000 carp streamers decorating the air and swimming above the Tsuetate River. So at the end of the river, downriver, there is a bridge called Momiji Bridge, and this is Momiji Bridge. You can see that this is where the carp end, but the cool thing about Momiji Bridge are these emma, which are little wooden tiles that you can buy to write a wish on, and the carp ones look like this. So that is something that is special to this area. I don't think I've ever seen carp emma other places before, but they're all here at the Momiji Bridge, and you can buy them nearby. You just place your money and then take the emma and then write your wish. So this is also one of the great viewpoints of the carp. This is where you get the emma. We have all of the different shapes here, have some of the carp that we saw before, and all of them are stamped with Kumamon, who is this bear, and he is the mascot of Kumamoto, the prefecture that we are in. So basically it just says the price of the emma here, and you put it into the container. Honor system here. Honor system is huge in Japan. And it is right at the end of the bridge, which is up here that we were just at. In addition to the carp and the steam baths, this area is also known for its Sedoya, and these are little back alley streets. So once you get a little bit away from the river and by the buildings, you'll be able to see these back alley Sedoyas. So we're gonna walk along some of these. We walked along one of them when we went to the lunch space, but they're just very narrow spots that go in between the building and give this space a very nostalgic feel to it. And it is suddenly so quiet as we walk down this little narrow stretch of street. And it's very cool here. I think the sun doesn't touch this spot, and it's a little bit damp. But these are the Sedoyas that Tsuetate is also known for. It's kind of nice. You can just come here and walk around, get lost a little bit, have some eggs, have some pudding, take some photos, and call it a nice time. I have just checked into the Ryokan, so I want to show you what the room is like. It is this Japanese style with the tatami mats, And we have a bedding that I will lay out for tonight. And then the view through this window, we can see the fish and we can hear the water streaming by. Oh, and the bridge is right where I was, right over there. So we're just by the bridge and we have a great view of some of the streamers there. So this is a cute little room, Japanese style room in this little ryokan. And I have breakfast tomorrow and dinner today included with the stay. So still a lot more to show you, so let's go and see the onsen here in Tsuetate Onsen. In case you need any goods during your stay, this is the only convenience store, our shop, in Tsuetate. And other than just normal convenience goods, they also are said to sell a lot of Kumamoto specialties. So a good spot for some omiyage as well. Up ahead on the hill, you can see there is a large sign, and this is next to a cedar tree that is said to be over 400 years old. So just a little bit by the hotel that I'm staying at, but a cool little fun fact. And there's some nice water here that makes it pretty cool. I was on my way to the onsen when I saw this huge flight of stairs, and apparently it is the way to the Tsuetate Kotai shrine. So I guess since I'm here, we might as well walk these stairs and see what the shrine is like at the top. It's very narrow, and I can see that there are bamboo trees, so it's kind of a cool little view. These are some steep stairs. Oh, and it continues. Wow, we're not there yet, but there's this really cool rock. There's this really cool tree up ahead. You can see right up there. Looks pretty large. So we'll be going up. Okay, we have made it to the top of those stairs that appeared out of nowhere. And here's a little shrine protected by these lions on either side and in this fantastic little slice of forest that we just entered upon. So this is the Tsuetate Kotai shrine. That is just a little skip and a hop away from the main river. We've been walking a little ways away from where the main carp streamers and village of Tsuetate is, but along the river, upriver, we are heading to this little building over here, which is potentially going to be a spot that sells some omiyage and some fresh foods. So maybe if I see something good, it'll be something that I'll pick up to steam myself. But just want to check out what the store is. It was about a 30 minute walk from my hotel. So going to see what it is like just down the road here. Over to the left, I'm noticing this pretty cool spot. There are these little buildings that are sitting on the rocks overlooking the river, and I think this is an onsen area that has separate family baths. So if I'm correct, this is a place where you can rent your own little onsen spot with your family and enjoy it looking out into the river below. But that's what the spot is here, really close to this little market that I'm heading towards. Okay, we've made it to this little market and it looks like it's open. So I'm going to go check out what kind of stuff they are selling here. Oh, you can get a whole box of shiitake mushrooms for 1,800 yen. And a huge takenoko. This is a bamboo shoot. Lots of fun produce here, it looks. That little roadside market was really cute, and they had not only fresh goods like vegetables and fruit, but also some preserved goods like different vinegared products, some dried things like dried seaweed, and then also grains and beans and bamboo crafts and a lot of other stuff. But I thought about getting something that I could steam, but remembering how long it's recommended to steam like a potato or vegetables, which is over 30 minutes, I am actually kind of hungry right now, so I decided to get something that I could eat right away. So I got One, a karashi renkon, which is mustard. Renkon is lotus. I think it's lotus root, and it's a staple of Kumamoto, the prefecture that we're in, and it's fried food, so you can see it's yellow, fried, and I'll show you a little bit more when I open it up. And then I also got a dango, which I don't really know if it's sweet or not, but it's warm and it comes like 2 little dangos, so I'll see what is inside of those once I sit down for a little eat. Here is the karashi renkon, the mustard lotus root. So we're gonna, looks a little funky, I know, but we're going to see what it's like. It's crunchy. That's really nice. And it's also kind of spicy because inside, you can see here, there is mustard stuffed into the holes of the root. I like it. Oh my god, this is actually pretty spicy. I just had a huge face of mustard. And the crunch is really good. The only thing that, well, other than it being really spicy at times, is that there's kind of these weird strands of fiber. You can see it flying over there. And I thought it was just some string in my mouth, but I think it's actually either a part of the roux or part of the mustard, but it feels really weird in my mouth. It's a little bit stringy and unpleasant, so that's something you might want to look out for if you get this mustard renkon. And second, we have this little dango guy. Oh, he's nice. There's 2 types of filling inside of here. One looks like chestnut, I want to say, and the other is a red bean paste. So it's very sweet and very soft, and it's nice and warm. So definitely a 180 compared to the spicy, crunchy renkon that I just had. But a good palate cleanser after that spice. With that little snack and detour, we are now going into the onsen. The one that I've picked today is called Kissho Onsen, and it is said to have both indoor and outdoor spas and is open until 11 p.m., which is actually surprisingly late for this area. So I wanted to put it last so that I could do everything beforehand. But now we are almost to the onsen, and I've read that it is a little bit more expensive than other onsens. This one, the entry fee is 1,600 yen, and of course there are many places that you can go for much less than that, but we are here to see if it is worth it and what it's like. So let's go to take a little bath. This is Kissho Onsen, pretty far from the rest of stuff, but it's a nice little walk along a very quiet and beautiful road. So it seems like here you open a locker and take the slippers and replace it with your shoes. And there are some that cost money and some that are free. So these ones on the left are the free ones. There are many stairs to get to the first floor, which is where the reception is. And this whole building is creaking as we walk. Okay, so I just got out of the Kissho Onsen and it was really nice. My skin is super toasty right now, and I'm sweating a little bit because it was so hot. The water temperature is something that Tsuetate Onsen is known for, and the water source is at 98 degrees Celsius, so really hot. And what I liked about this spa that I went to was that there were 5 different outside baths. So this is where you have all these different baths that you can walk in between and try them out. And they were all different temperatures, so I really liked the hot ones, but it did get a little toasty for me at times. So, like I said, this onsen that I went to was 1,600 yen, which is definitely on the expensive side, but I enjoyed it. Of course, I would have liked it a little bit more if there was also like a few different other types of baths, like a sauna or the massage baths or cold bath, whatever. Now I'm spoiled with onsens, but it was still really nice. So if you want to try bathing when you're in Tsuetate Onsen, I recommend it. Now it is starting to become evening time, and I am getting hungry again. I will be having a bento meal provided by my hotel, so I will decide where to eat that. But I'm heading back into the main part of town. It'll probably be a lot quieter than it was this afternoon, even though it was already pretty quiet. But I'm going to kind of wind down for the day, enjoy the evening as it comes, and show you the light up that happens in the evening. So get ready to see Tsuetate at night. So for dinner today we have a bento. We have some vegetables, karaage, a squash salad it looks like, as well as some soup and rice. So I'm going to be digging into this and enjoying the evening. Hello everybody and welcome back to a morning here in Tsuetate Onsen. Last night I had a good evening where it was very chill and relaxing. I had a bento meal in the hotel, and then this morning I had a very simple breakfast meal. Nothing fancy, but afterwards I got to go into the hotel's onsen and soak for a little bit before checking out. And now I'm going to be walking around, see the morning version of Tsuetate Onsen, and then probably trying some pudding and relaxing in a small cafe. Last night there was a small light up. I thought it'd be a bigger event, but it was mainly just these big spotlights along the road where the fish are set up. But I got to see the fish at night. But I thought the coolest thing was to see the smoke coming out of the pipes and gushing into the evening air. So that was a pretty cool sight to see in the evening. But now just going to take in a few more hours of this place before I head back to Fukuoka. Let's see Tsuetate in the morning. Place is selling some eggs. They look like they're salted, and it's kind of a self-service station. We have eggs, some umeboshi, which is pickled plum. So you just can choose it and pay in the little jar. And there are some goods too. Some of these nuigurumi stuffed animals. So a self-service shop here at Wakanoya. Today it is a weekend and they have these food stalls set up. This is fish on a stick. River fish grilling on a stick. There also is some corn and chicken skewers. So I am at Puku, which is this little tiny cafe. It mostly has terrace seating, a couple stools, and they sell milk and pudding and coffee and some other accessories that are Tsuetate themed. So here I am with my milk and pudding and going to be eating this while looking out here. This pudding is super soft, and I made sure to stir the bottom because there's a little bit of like caramel at the bottom, and so it tastes like caramel and it's super soft. You can see it jiggles. It's a tiny little cup, but very delicious. So another thing that I have to try here today is an egg. And it might look like a hard-boiled egg, but it came out of the steamer and it's kind of coated with this white chalky substance. And when I smell it, it does have like a subtle sulfury taste, subtle sulfury smell, but like not too strong. So I'm gonna crack open this this steamed egg and see what is like, or if it's just like a normal hard-boiled egg. Oh wow, so I can already see that it's different than a normal hard-boiled egg. It was actually called like a cha tamago or tea tamago, and it's because the outside of the egg has turned brown. So already the coloring is a little bit different here as we remove the shell. This is our egg, and you can see the shell has like a little bit of a beige tint to it. kind of smells earthy to me. Whoa. All of the yolk is this light brown color. And also, I was given a bit of salt inside. So you can sprinkle that on. This is a little bit of salt. Okay. Indeed, this egg does taste different than a normal boiled egg. And I just got to the yolk too, and the yolk is creamy and not like a soft-boiled egg, but definitely a hard-boiled egg with a kind of like soft yolk, and it does tastes a little bit smoky, I guess. And yeah, it's a cool egg. Maybe I'll get another one. So today it is Saturday morning. Yesterday there weren't that many people when I arrived, but today I can definitely tell it's going to be a lot busier. They already have some congestion with the parking, and I was told by the hotel owner that starting next week it's going to be very, very busy. So when everyone is on vacation during Golden Week, it's going to be terrible traffic actually getting here, especially if you're taking the car or the bus. So if you can, I recommend, because this event goes on for about a month, to come outside of Golden Week, and then you'll be able to enjoy time with a lot less people and hopefully not as many headaches when it comes to getting here. Well, now that I've filled up with some tsuetate pudding, a steamed egg, and some milk, I am going to be heading back to Fukuoka on the local bus. It was so fun to spend the night here and to just relax. It's a super small onsen village, so you can definitely just come on a day trip. But if you have the time and want to take it a little bit slower, enjoy the various onsens, then I recommend you stay a night. But I hope that you enjoyed coming with me on this adventure. It definitely is a lovely sight to see. That only happens for 1 month in Japan. But come here, come to Kumamoto, and enjoy the hot springs, the food, and this beautiful view. I hope to see you on another adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye!